everything starts from the objectives. You have to have very concrete, clear understanding as to what we're trying to accomplish. Because ideas are not creative and innovative on their own. They're creative and innovative towards the objective that you are trying to accomplish. Oftentimes, whether it's agency partners or interns pitching ideas, sometimes they chase the creativity and innovation and lose sight of the objectives. So for me, that's very important, how everything ladders up to the objectives, and then from there strategies, and then you can go crazy with the tactics.
For me, it's building on what Janet said. Those objectives are super important. And what problem are you trying to solve? Sprinkle in some data science in there always makes for a good pitch, especially if it's what you're basing your creative ideas on. And then I, like Janet, would like to see creativity that sort of is unbridled and untethered. I'd rather reel somebody in than have to push somebody creatively. So as creative as possible, pushing that limit, I'm all about that. And then, we can reel that in later from a relevancy, contextual perspective. But those objectives are super important. What problem are we trying to solve? Sprinkle some data science in there, and then unleash creativity, and you've got a really good pitch.
My advice to young aspiring marketers would be to know what you want and go after it. So to get into marketing, I think you need to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid, be bold, make connections, go up to people, introduce yourself. Today you'll get an opportunity to introduce yourself to Don and myself, and I will remember you, we will remember you, right? So that's one if you want to get into marketing as a profession. To prepare yourself to be a good marketer, I think you have to be really good at storytelling. So even when you approach us, have your story, right? As to why you want to get into marketing, what sets you apart, all that, you get it. And then always, if you want to be a good marketer and stay a good marketer, don't lose sight of the consumer. Consumer-centric thinking is the most important thing.
Yeah, I would say that all of that Janet just said, but I would add that, everyone should have to sell something, right? And I think if you learn how to sell and the art of selling, eventually that will make you a better marketer because of that dynamic, that relationship, that process, I think is a really important process. So I think having to sell something at some point in your life can make you a better marketer. I also think getting involved in as many disciplines of the marketing soft science as possible will make you a well-rounded marketer. We can't all be good and great at everything, but having that understanding of the different disciplines around marketing, I also think over time will make you a better marketer. First of all, if Janet picks up the phone and calls me, I'm there, right? Samsung is such a great partner. Janet and I have such a great relationship. I have the utmost respect for her and what she does every day in her job, and also her background and where she's been across her career. So as a peer, I'm happy to be amongst and sitting alongside her as a peer. And I think this whole aspect of aspiring young marketers and providing mentorship, we have a pretty robust internship program at Qualcomm that we've built over time. It didn't exist when I first started at the company, and we built it from 2 interns to 5, to 25. And so I like giving people the opportunity to get inside, get their hands dirty. And I just look at this as another way to do that. So representing Qualcomm as a part of this Samsung competition is just an honor for me.